Welcome to the OBRL Racing League. Gary Corbett, Wednesday night truck race. This is our championship race for the OBRL and the Truck Series. A 12-week race, 12-week season for these trucks this time. And we're getting ready to hit them up and get ready to take the green flag under this championship race. Ken, how's it going tonight, buddy?
Hey, real good here at Darlington Raceway tonight. We got small group of cars or trucks tonight, but we're going to have some great racing. Our pace car is led off the grid here, and we are getting ready to rock here real soon, Coco.
Yeah, it looks like a real good field, though. 18 trucks, it looks like, took the field tonight, from what I see. And I believe that only 13 of those did qualify tonight. But all in all, I think we're going to have a real exciting race here. Darlington's a fun track to drive, and I think these guys are going to have their hands full.
Yeah, Darlington's very tricky. Coming out of corner 2 can be kind of a challenge, and then coming out of 4 after the tires get a little bit of wear on them. That truck likes to get towards the wall coming out of 4 a little bit.
Yeah, these guys here are these guys are doing a good job punching up the field and getting everything to go. They're tightening up the field at this point.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag waves, and we're off and running to start this race with Ben Sheppard in first, Steve Mule Thompson in second place. 77 gets off the pace there, drives down low. Seems like 77 trying to play catch up right now. Not sure, quite sure what happened to him on the start. I think he might have spun those wheels. What do you think?
Yeah, John Hill getting a slow start. We got a couple trucks coming in with some penalties right now. We got Dan Berghoff and Ed Adams coming in. They got to serve a drive-through green flag penalty.
Yeah, they're doing it nice and early as we see them go down pit lane. After that restart, we got Ben Sheppard, first place, Troy Turgensen in third, and Stephen Mule Thompson in third place, just getting seated and ready to go for this race. And I think we're all going to get into a rhythm here.
Yeah, we are here for 120 laps tonight, people. We do have stage racing. The stage ends at lap 30. Also, another stage at the end of lap number 60 tonight.
Yeah, this will be our last stage racing for the OBRL and the truck race anyway, as we will not be doing the stage racing next season for these trucks.
Yeah, that was voted out by the membership. Was very close on the ballots, but drivers preferred to go straight through racing.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, it was a test for this season, and by 1 or 2 votes, it was voted out for next season. But I think it leads to what OBRL is for, it stands for, which is Green Flag Racing, and the stages were kind of breaking that up for us.
Yeah, it affected us on certain tracks. That led to little issues with a couple of the drivers, but as a whole, it was a great experiment for the club.
Yes, I think it was too.
Brian Glass put some great pressure on Steve Thompson, right?
Yeah, Brian isn't one to sit back and just not try to take some opportunities and advantages sometimes, but very clean racer, and I'm sure that 67 doesn't have a worry in the world right now with the Brian Glass behind him.
Not at all. Our 4 drivers contending for tonight's championship is number 67, Steve Thompson, number 42, Ed Adams, number 35, Jim Westerfield, and truck number 16, 69, Ben Sheppard. Those four are competing for tonight's championship.
Yeah, that's going to be a real interesting thing there with the championship race tonight. These top four, it's whoever finished first out of those four drivers. The rest are just coming here for the win tonight. So I'm sure they're going to be looking at taking chances and grasping opportunities.
Trucks are pretty much all single file throughout the whole pack, and they're probably within just about a quarter of a lap away from the last guy, so it's staying pretty much packed up really nice.
Yeah, Ken, it's doing pretty good. These guys are single file, knocking off some laps and getting those tires warmed up, getting everything just going. This is a good start for this track and for these drivers. I don't want to push it too early with 120 laps to go.
Yeah, and with the small field tonight also, it's going to limit our cautions just because we have less vehicles out there to get in trouble with.
And normally the OBRL has packed fields of 32, 40 trucks. 32, 40 trucks. This is a light turnout for the OBRL, but a lot of guys stay away from the championship race so they don't hinder anything.
We are already at lap number 10, so we are clicking off laps really, really nice here with Ben Sheppard leading over Troy Torgerson, Steve Thompson, Brian Glass, and Rel Vanderhorst. Tonight will be the last race under the Gary Corbett sponsorship. Gary, we want to thank you so much for sponsoring this season. It was a blast having you as a major sponsor for us. And in 2 weeks, OBRL will be coming out with a new sponsor for the new season of 20. A lot of nose to tail action in the middle of the pack, or front part of the pack here, with Steve Thompson third, Brian Glass fourth, and Ralph running fifth. And they're keeping their distance, but yet they are waiting for the person in front of them to make a slight error that they can capitalize on it.
Yeah, they are. We still got Brian Glass just sitting behind Steve, waiting for a mistake, which normally doesn't happen with that 67, but definitely he's waiting there. He's not pushing anything. He's just staying in touch enough to snap if he needs to, right?
Most definitely. If you just lose focus just for a short little time, you can get yourself in a lot of trouble on this racetrack.
Our leader, Ben Sheppard, there, just leading his field around with 98 behind Troy Torgerson. Troy's doing a great job. Everybody's kind of staying together. It doesn't look like anybody's pulling too far away, but there is some gap between the trucks at this point.
See a couple trucks out there just tapping the wall lightly and not really creating any damage to their vehicle at all.
Let's go ahead and ride along with that 67 for a minute, see what he sees in that cockpit. Running that eye line in 1 and 2 there, it looks like. Just staying on the back end there. It's a great shot right there, Ken, huh?
Most definitely. Yes, it is.
Too bad you can't see the concentration under the helmet at this point. So Ken, with the smaller field, I guess we should try to pick it over on under at this point. You know, two stage races or two stages, so we know we're gonna have two cautions. What's your pick for tonight?
Well, I think just going to go with, so I'm going to go a total of 3 tonight.
Total of 3. You think we're gonna have one of those guys out there just kind of lose it or what have you, right?
Yeah, it's going to happen. These tires lose grip and all that, and they'll probably somebody will get loose. Hopefully, it doesn't take out a big group of them. Seeing we are don't have the full field of trucks like we normally get.
I seen some spark showering the 03 of Ralph Vandervorst, and it was appeared it was coming off of the 87, but from our camera angle, but I don't see any scrapes down the side of the 87 on that passenger side.
Shout out goes to one of our watchers, Dean Gear. Hey, Dean, thank you for joining us tonight. We only have 2 vehicles that are a lap down, and that's Ed Adams and Dan Berghoff, and they had to serve the green flag pass-through, but one of them, they're racing for position, and the one who beats the other one back, if we stay green until stage, is going to get the luck. So there's quite a battle between those 2 guys right now.
Ken, I'm sorry, I didn't grab stage laps. When are the stage races or stage ends this one?
Our first stage is going to end at lap 30, and then the other one's going to end at lap number 60.
So we're looking at how many laps currently down that we got. We got 21 laps in, so we only got 9 laps to go. Actually 7, right? With the because they'll close the pits at 28, correct?
That is correct. Yeah, pits do close 2 laps before stage end. Still have Ben Sheppard out to the lead yet with Troy Torgerson second, Steve Thompson third, Brian Glass fourth, Ralph Vandervorst running fifth, Jim Westerfield running sixth, Jeff Gilmore in seventh, William Vaughn with the number change. He went from 111 down, then he's got his regular number 7. He's running eighth. Tom Ogle serving at EOL early. He's already moved up to position number 9.
Caution, yellow
Josh
flag.
Robinson.
Caution flag is
caution.
waving. Ken, we'll let this regroup, and I'll try to see what I can find out for us on that one.
Looks like it could be the number 7 of William Vaughn.
Trying to see if we can locate that for you, but I don't see it, Ken.
Well, that'll be a big break for Ed Larson. He'll be able to get his green flag pass through. Excuse me, not a green flag pass through, but a lucky dog. So he'll be back on the lead.
Yeah, Ken, number 7 does come off of the wall, hits the wall, takes out the 18 there, if you see.
Yeah, that's an unlucky break for Dan Berghoff in the 18 truck. Number 7, William Vaughn, just taps the wall a little bit and comes down into his right rear corner, spinning Dan and all that. Rough break.
Yeah, they go for a nice little ride there. Doesn't seem like too much damage. Number 7 does get out of the way there and doesn't continue to give any more damage, and I only see a rear end damage on the right rear for the 18 of Dan Bergeroff. Those two gentlemen are sitting there leading the pack right now. First and second was his first place. I'm not sure, but 18 still a lap down, correct?
Yeah, Dan 1 lap down, but he's going to have to come in and get some repairs on that truck. I don't think he'll have an extended stay. I think he'll be okay.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like that much damage. And on this track, he should be able to get that repaired and come back out. If not, do it in 1, he'll be able to do it in 2.
Not sure if they're calling this the end of the first stage or if we're going to try to go a couple laps yet. So that call I have not heard from our tower yet.
That does our stage end, can I believe, from what you just found? Yeah, Ken, heard from the Grand Poobah and the drivers down there that was stage end, being it was so close to the 28th lap. They just went ahead and called that stage end at that point. Which could hurt you on your over-under, I believe, Ken.
Well, yes.
These guys are getting ready to go racing once again. They're all bunching up here to take that green flag. Pace car lights are out. And Ken, I'm not quite sure. Looks like 18 stayed out there. He's still a lap down, though.
60 miles an hour, no on and off the throttle. Second gear will go on green.
Yeah, the 18 is still going to be a lap down. The lucky dog was the 42 truck of Ed Adams, so that keeps Dan at 1 lap down.
Yeah, but with the stage coming up at 60, that even if we go green, could give him a good position. The pace car dives into the pit lane as we get ready to go green, with the 69 leading the field to that start-finish line.
Green, green, green.
Green flag waves, and these guys are off and running. It looks like a good, clean start. Number 67 all over the back bumper, the 69 with the 98 on the high side. Looks like the 67 is definitely going to get that second dose spot.
Looks like Troy hit a little hard coming into 1, losing a couple more positions. So big disadvantage for Troy starting in the front row and the outside, just getting passed by a few cars going through 1 and 2.
Yep, 35 dives down underneath 98 of Troy Tergeson and does take that spot away as the 87 looks on the inside of Ralph Vandervoort. Doesn't look like Brian came out ahead in that game, but definitely thought he had it there. Looks like Brian has a little different line than everybody else. Brian's kind of using the middle of that 1 and 2. Everybody else a slot or half a slot higher than him.
Yeah, I'm sure Brian's turned a few laps here, so I'm sure he knows what works for him real well and what kind of setup he has underneath that truck.
I think the 23 is fighting a loose truck because he is having some issues here. He's on the inside wall. I believe that is a 23. 57 actually dives down. There was definitely some mayhem going on back there, Ken.
Yeah, I seen it too. I'm not sure what all happened. We had trucks all over the place.
That's going to split the front and the back of this field up pretty good.
see the number 93 truck of John Mankowski. He's down pit road right now. He must have some damage from this backstretch incident.
Going into turn one, it looks like the outside wall of turn one reached out and grabbed 03 Rel Vandervoorst, just kind of giving them the sparks flying on that rear end of the truck.
Sometimes these walls can grab and you just stick to them. So if you hit it right, you're okay. But man, if you hit it wrong, man, it's just like a Velcro sheet that just hugs you right into that thing and doesn't let you.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's a magnet, isn't it?
Very, very much. Very tricky sometimes.
I think Brian's got himself a fast truck there. He's having a hard time staying behind people, so I think his rhythm's a little different than everybody else's.
See Jim Westerfield making a move on Brian Glass. Jim, one of our championship contenders for tonight's race.
Yeah, Brian won't fight him too much being a championship contender because that's the type of respect you get in the OBRL. Now, if he holds Brian up, Brian isn't going to stand behind him.
That's for sure. But our leader, Ben Sheppard, one of our championship contenders, he is leading this thing, and Steve Thompson running second. He's also another one, and Ben Sheppard. Ben's running in the, not Ben, but Jim Westerfield. He's running in the fourth position. And Ed Larson has worked himself up to 10th already, so all four of our contenders are in the top 10.
Yeah, I don't think any of those guys are a short pick, so to speak. They're real good drivers, got to take care of their equipment, so we'll see how this ends up, but I expect them, the guys, to be battling it out soon enough. Again, we got a nice spread out field here, and people are taking them off one at a time, which is nice. Not doing too many, not taking too many chances, not trying to overdrive, not trying to push the issues.
Well, they all know they got to wait till lap 60 when they end the second stage, and then we got hopefully Green Flag Racing that they can just go ahead and battle in those last 60 laps and crown a champion after those 60 laps when we get to lap 120. Shoko was out to Troy Torgerson. He was the winner of Monday night's Hemp Shack K&N race. We were at Homestead Monday night, and Eddie Jones ended up being champion of the K&N series. So congratulations, Cajun Raging Eddie Jones, champion K&N series, season 1 for the 2020 season.
Yeah, congratulations to Raging Cajun. He did a real nice job, doing that. From my understanding, in his top 10 races or something, he finished no lower or no higher than 4th place throughout the season. Was doing a great job, and just took that championship, and well deserved, well earned.
These group of guys will be running again Friday night. That's Friday night. We're going to be at California. And great action there. And then Sunday morning, we're all going to regroup and do it all over again in the Cup Series. And hopefully we have full fields of cars like we did the last couple weekends in the OBRL. We had 42 cars this past weekend in both series. And some great racing going on when we were at Las Vegas last week.
Yeah, there was some real good races. What, Saturday and Monday, I think we did a great job keeping it green flag racing and having a good time. .35's looking underneath the
Sunday's
03.
race. I believe Sunday's race, we went green flag all the way. I don't think we had one caution on Sunday morning's race at Homestead. Heck of a battle there between Jim Westerfield and Ralph Vandervoorst. Ralph in the 03 truck. He's just ahead of Jim right now, but Jim working on that rear bumper pretty hard right now.
Noticing if those guys keep going back and forth, though, that's going to let 67 get further ahead and maybe catch that Ben Sheppard in the 69 truck.
See, we have one truck has discontinued for tonight, and that would be John Mankowski in the 93 truck. Also see Dan Berghoff still 1 lap down. Jeff Gilmore is running 3 laps down at this time.
Yeah, we've got a battle towards the front here. Steve is definitely in the 67. Steve Thompson is definitely getting up on the 69, but I don't think he's going to push the issue at this point here. He's got himself in stage point contention, and he's got a lot of laps left to go. I think he's just going to hang there until the time is right. A nice battle with the 87 and the 11 back there with also, what, 42, is that it back there? Or kind of just sticking together 3 I'm sorry, that was the 98 of Troy Turgeson, Brian the Bull Glass, Troy Turgeson, and Liberace Fonsogo. Kind of in a pack together with nothing behind him, so they'll just kind of stick in line and try to catch that lead field there.
Getting real close to lap 50 already, Pete. These laps are clicking off really nicely tonight.
Yeah, they are. We have William Vaughn tonight out there by himself. I've got the camera on him right now, but just want to give a shout out to William. William just got that number 7 tonight, or for this race, and used to be, 113 or 111, I believe?
He was a 111 truck for his first couple weeks with us.
Yeah, so he's now an official member of the OBRL, and wanted to congratulate him on getting that number 7 number and sporting that red paint job, red and black paint job, looking really good out there in that number 7. Congratulations there, William.
For those of you watching on social media, you want to join us in the OBRL, fill out an application. Go to the OBRL.net. If you're 35 years older, have an I rating of under 3,500, you are more than welcome to join. That's OBRL.net.
Yeah, Canyon, that's a great segue here. We're going to go ahead and take a brief pause right here for one of our other sponsors. Our sponsor of our Monday night series, Hemp Shack, hempshack.net, for your CBD oils, CBD gummy bears, CBD oil. As they say, it's not your truck stop CBD. It's only the best and cleanest CBD oil there is. So helping a lot of guys with different ailments, helps you sleep, some pain, whatever. CBD oil. Check out what Hemp Shack has to offer. hempshack.net. Looks like Steve
Pete,
is
we all have a few-
definitely...
Go ahead, Pete. I'm sorry.
Now it looks like that the 67 is climbing on the back bumper of the 69 here. Let me kind of see what we got here. He seems to have backed off at this point, but he was definitely giving him some pressure.
Yeah, he's just letting Ben know that he's behind him, and if he was going to make a small slip, that Steve was going to jump all over that. So, but we're only a couple laps away from having close to stage end here, and pits will be closing in about 5 laps if we maintain green flag, and we'll be going to caution here on lap number 60 here.
Looks like number 11 is jumping down underneath 35. 35 lets him go by somewhat simply.
Jim might have wore those tires out pushing pretty hard earlier in this run. These V7 tires, they wear out pretty quick, mainly at this track. This place is like sandpaper, so maybe he just kind of wore that rubber out a little bit towards the end of this run.
I think he might have, because Brian Glass is now at the point about looking at him, and he maybe pushed a little too hard too soon.
If things stay as they are, be a good break for Dan Berghoff. Dan will be able to get back on the lead lap. Dan only being 1 lap down, so that'd be great for Dan to be able to get back and race his way, hopefully towards the...
Yeah, like I said, I don't see too much damage on that rear end. Hopefully he can get back with that pack and get his lap back. And Ken, I don't think we can have a complete Wednesday night race without giving our shout out to Virginia. 67 truck is doing really well in the second place position for Virginia tonight, and now I'm sure Joel Kilburn is actually watching maybe with Virginia tonight, rooting Steve on.
Yeah, I'm sure they're snuggled up on the couch under a blanket and all that, enjoying this great race. So going to be closing here in just a lap or two here, Coco.
Yeah, it looks like these guys keep taking them off, and we're going to have an early night tonight.
Brian Glass passing Jim Westerfield right now, going down the front straightaway.
Looks like we're getting ready, Ken. 57 of 120, so 58 should be our pit close window, correct, for this stage.
Yeah, we are getting real close to our end of stage number 2 here, with Ben Sheppard leading, with Steve Thompson second. Ralph Vanderforst, he's still running third with Troy Torgerson fourth. And rounding out the top 5 is Tom Ogle.
The yellow flag is out.
Yellow flag waves.
That'll be the end of stage number 2 right there.
Was that 60 laps, Ken? Yes, it was 59.
That is 60 laps, yeah.
They might have called that early.
So that'll put Dan Berghoff back on the lead lap. Nice job for Dan.
Dan's in there celebrating, I'm sure. As our leader jumps into pit lane with number 67 right on his tail there, you'll see him come down pit lane and get some fresh tires, full tank fuel, and get ready to take this race for 60 laps to the end.
it's really nice to see this thing going with very, very few cautions tonight. Glad to see these guys are racing really nice.
Pit lane's a busy place as everybody dives down in the pits that can. That just leaves Dan Berger off on the track by himself. Diving into the pits now. Here comes 69. He will be coming out. We're going to see if we can maybe get an in-car quick little discussion with Ben in a minute as soon as he gets onto the backstretch and catches that pace car.
Hey, Ben, you got Ken and Coco up in the booth. Can you hear us, Ben?
Loud and clear.
Hey, nice job on the first two stages. How's everything going for you tonight?
It feels good. I feel like there's some guys laying back there just waiting to pounce on me, but hasn't happened yet. So just got to keep driving mistake free.
You look really fast out there. Is the truck handling well for you tonight?
Truck's feeling good. It's yeah, other than that, it's driving nice. Just trying to get up close to the wall. Only hit it once so far, so that's
Fantastic. Well, good luck through the rest of the race there. And Ken, anything for Ben before we roll him out?
Well, Ben, you got 60 in, you got 60 to go. You think you're going to be able to hold off that 67 truck and the 35 truck and the 42 truck for that championship?
Well, I definitely don't have experience on my side, that's for sure. So I'll do my damn best.
All right, sir. Well, good luck to you. I'll take you back down the race channel, and best luck to you for this last 60 laps.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, good luck. Well, that was Ben Sheppard, currently leading the field to the green flag of the start of this restart of this race from the second stage end. We got 60 laps left of this championship race, and for the most part, our drivers are still in contention. We got Ben Sheppard, right, Ken? Steve Mule Thompson. I think is it Ralph Vandervorst is also in that?
No, we have the 35 truck of Jim Westerfield and the 42 truck of Ed Adams also competing for championship. Ed's moved up to looks like the seventh position right now.
Yeah, Jim fell back a little bit in the 10th position, but still, as you said before, does put our championship contenders in the top 10. These guys are grouped up again, Ken, and we're getting ready to go, and I think I'm going to have to give these guys my signature
All right,
restart.
Mile-an-hour pace speed. Second gear, go on green. Change lanes for the start-finish line. Good luck, guys.
Pace car lights are out. It's getting ready to dive down into pit lane. These guys are anticipating that restart. The pace car drops down in, and we're getting ready to go green. They tighten the belts and jump on the wheel one more time. Slam that gas.
Green, green, green.
Green flag waves, and these guys are off and racing. Let's go racing, boys. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Go get them.
So glad that you enjoy doing that, Pete.
Great restart by everybody. 69 gets out ahead with number 67, Steve Thompson, in second place with 03 in chase.
All these trucks are going to have to make at least one more pit stop yet tonight, so if we can stay green, it'll be really interesting to see who has the best pit strategy and who can get in and out of the pit lane to conquer this racetrack tonight.
As we normally do, Ken, we are halfway through this race right now, so let's go ahead and see who your pick for the win tonight is.
Well, Ben's a little worried he doesn't have the experience. I know he's a good enough driver to do it, but I'm sorry, that 67, that Toyota sitting right behind him. He's just waiting it out. I think he's got a lot of tire left after a tire run, so I'm going to go with that 67 Toyota, that Ride TV truck of Steve Thompson.
Well, since you're going to go there, I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to stick with our race leader tonight. I'm going to say 69. Ben Sheppard's going to take this one home. And I know they're in first and second, and that's not really good for us to do, but watching Ben all night long, he has been strong. 67's been strong. The 11's been strong as well, but I'm going to go with the 69 Ben Sheppard.
Well, being in the Extends truck, I don't see that being a very hard choice.
Ain't that the truth? It should be easy for him to keep it up.
See, Judge Joe Brown has left the race field, so he's towing home early.
Yeah, the number 11, I believe, just made it around the 87. I watched him poke out, but I didn't quite get hammer time to see, but I believe he did make it around the 87 on that run. Thomas Ogle, we, what do they say, lovingly call him Liberace, is sporting that awesome pink and white keyboard Liberace truck. It's just looking fantastic out there tonight.
See Jim Westerfield making a move on the outside of Brian Glass.
Yeah, it looked like maybe he had a run and Brian just kept it low for him.
We'll see if Jim can keep the tires underneath his truck a little longer this time.
Yeah, sometimes you learn after a tire run what you can and can't do, and I know for myself it might take me 2 tire runs, but I get the hint once I'm in that third tire set.
Still have Ben Sheppard out in the lead yet with Steve Thompson running second, and Ralph Vandervoor's third. Troy Torgerson running fourth, and now in our top 5 is the 42 truck of Ed Adams.
We didn't even consider that, but Ed Adams has been strong trying to fight his way back. He's had a lot of work to do, and he's done a very good job of it.
He is driving really, really hard right now, and I just don't think he's going to have the tires after working this hard early in the tire run.
If he just stays there for now and waits to that next pit stop and then actually saves and conserves a little bit, I think he'll be okay. Troy Torgerson just got out of his way. I believe, are they partners?
No, they are not teammates as far as I know. See, Ben Sheppard has a 1-second lead over Steve Thompson at this point.
Yeah, but if you know Steve, like I know Steve, then what's going to end up happening is Steve is conserving right now. And knowing that he has the longer run, he may even be conserving at this point.
Yeah, Steve's a KG veteran. He's very good at running long runs and all that, and maybe using Ben's inexperience working against him. Tom Ogle being very generous and giving the line to Jim Westerfield, and Jim passes him into 6th position right now, moving Tom Ogle back to 7th.
Yeah, we have a really good race going on here. I know it's single file, and a lot of people don't like that, but there's some good racing going out. There's some good driving happening tonight.
I see a lot of courteous racing with guys working with the champ contenders and all that, so congratulations to all these guys who are giving each other plenty of room out there, making a very nice green flag race most of the way through. So
Yeah, they're doing a fantastic job out there. And Darlington's not an easy track. You have to concentrate on racing the track more than racing the guy in front of you. And that's what I think we're seeing right now.
Out to our social media friends and all that. Hey guys, let us know who your picks are for tonight's race. See, we got a couple guys out there watching with us, and let us know who you're voting for.
Ken, how about we run down that top 10 right now?
Oh, gladly do that for you, Pete. Now, with only a quarter-second lead over Steve Thompson, that's Ben Sheppard in the 69 Extends truck. Second goes to the right TV truck, the yellow and black. Steve Thompson. Ralph Vandervorst in the 03 truck. Fourth is going to Ed Adams. Fifth goes to the Ollie Bargain Center truck of Troy Torgerson. And Jim Westerfield, he's running sixth. Tom Ogle in the Liberace paint job, he's running seventh. First call out tonight for Ed Campbell and Cool Ranch Chip, he's running eighth. Brian the Bull Glass in that Kodak and yellow truck 87 that you're seeing right there. In 10th place in the Valvoline truck is number 23, that's Josh Robinson. Also, first time we call out Josh's name tonight. He just slides her into the wall here, and he'll get her back off and get her back under control.
That's a good top 10 right now. Just everybody kind of watching their P's and Q's and continuing down the pack here. We're looking at what, lap 81 of 120 already.
Yeah, we're about 10 laps out. I've seen some green flag pit stops, I think, here, Pete.
I think so too. And when that comes in, it's just to the end of the race to crown that championship.
John Hastings, you are the man, but I have no way of leaving this booth right now and getting you that beer up to section 123 up there. I apologize for that. Maybe after the race we can head one over there.
Yeah, John Hastings, haven't gotten to speak to him, but I'll tell you what, John Hastings does a lot of our videos, video highlight reels, and has been an OBRL member for a very long time. You know, one of our key, well-respected drivers in the OBRL, and just want to give a shout out to John for joining us on chat, and we'll send that beer up to 122 as soon as we can there, buddy. You got 35 all over the back of the 42 as we're sitting here having fun in the chat. Looks like that Raina Marie, number 35, all the way, number 35. Looks like he's got a cheering section going on. Jimmy Strickland, friends with the bull. He says his car is caca. Well, that's how we, that's good insider information. Still think he's doing
a battle between these four trucks right here.
They're kind of battling like stage end.
They're all trying to get position right now so they can get these green flags stops in real soon here.
Thanks a lot, John, for the compliment. Hopefully you're enjoying the race and the broadcast here with the the amateur Ken Schultz and Peter Cocoa Puffs Kopko. I'm liking this battle between the 42 and the 11. 42 gets up in the wall. 11 hits him on the back. There was a little tap there on the back, and he backs up.
Nice job by both of those guys keeping those trucks straight. Not that we had a yellow flag or a caution area coming up there. That was good stuff by both.
That was a real good job. Real quick reflexes with Thomas Ogle. Yeah, this is a battle in 98, just waiting to see where he can benefit from this mess. 87 is just closing the gap. Is that a block from the 42? No, he's diving down into the pit lane.
42 is heading to the pits.
He's also accompanied by the 23 too.
Trying to gain a position or two.
Yeah, 23 followed him in, Ken.
Yeah, 23 to Josh Robinson, Valvoline truck. Josh was running in our top 10 a little earlier ago, so. Oh, you're going to start seeing all the trucks coming down pit road here real soon. I see Ben Sheppard coming down the access road right now.
I also see Chip diving down, getting in there and trying to slow that truck down to pit lane speed, along with Thomas Ogle in front of him. That shows me is Ralph Vandervoorst in first place right now with that. As he dives down into pit lane.
This pit lane is rather tricky to get into. You got to be having your timing just right, or you can easily get loose and spin it out or miss the pit chute completely coming out of corner number 4 there.
That gives the lead to Brian Glass with his Kaka 87 Kodak ride.
Yeah, Pete's going to have to make a pit stop here, and you see Dan Berghoff is running second place right now too, so nice recovery for Dan right now, yet Dan has to still make a pit stop yet.
Got John Held in third position right now. '87 going to run that sucker dry. Caution comes out, and that puts Brian the Bull Glass in a primo position. So, being that he's not real happy with his truck right now, that's not a bad idea.
I have not an idea, Pete, of how many laps that these guys can get on a fuel run tonight. I did not get a chance to check with any of the drivers here in the practice session tonight.
Yeah, I've got Ben Sheppard sitting way back in the field here behind the group, but definitely running off some laps after he pitted. Yeah, the only bad part about Brian looking for a lead lap point at this point is his last race of the season and really doesn't do him any justice.
No, other than pride, that's about all it is.
Yeah,
when you're not running for the championship, all you're doing is running for pride.
Exactly. Well, I watched, in this season, Ken, we've broadcasted it every week, and there's not a driver out there tonight, or usually with the larger fields any night, that shouldn't hold their head high on how they participate and how they compete in the OBRL.
This league has a lot of great drivers, and just to get a podium finish or top 5, and for some people even a top 10 is a major accomplishment with some of these drivers that we do have out here.
As we cross the line, we're going to be going, 25 or 26 laps left to go.
Yeah, we got 25 to go here, and great race right now between these two trucks that you see on your screen right now, Brian Glass and Dan Berghoff in the 18 truck. There's Ben Sheppard. He's running 4th right now. Steve Thompson closing in that gap. He's got 20. Steve has about 20 some laps here to catch up to Ben and see if he can pass Ben for that championship position.
Looks like the 18 just got past Brian the Bull. They're both diving into pit lane at this point. I think that's going to give the lead over to John Held or Ben Sheppard. I'm trying to see. It would be Ben Sheppard, Steve Neil Thompson, Jim Westerfield, I believe, once this all irons out. There you can see the gap between first and second right now as they come out of turn or go into turn 3.
Trying to look at timing and scoring here to see the gap between Ben Sheppard and Steve Thompson and Jim Westerfield. There, all three of those trucks are running for the championship, along with Ed Adams, who is 2 positions behind Jim at this time.
Here we have Brian the Bull Glass and Dan Bergeroff jumping in and trying to get back into the racing groove here.
Yeah, those 2 guys will maintain the lead lap, but they're about 3/4 of a lap behind the leader right now.
Yeah, that's tough for Brian and John there, as well as Dan Bergeroff. John's looking at he's half lap back as well, right, Ken?
That is correct.
42 pushing that truck as hard as he can, I think, to catch up to those guys in front there.
Problem with pushing so hard right now, he's not going to have any tires left at the end of his tire run, so he's going to need a caution to really help him out a lot.
The number 7 of William Vaughn dives down low, lets guys by, as he's 5 laps down at this time. Ben's just running away with it.
Go, and Ben Sheppard has a 1 1/4 second lead over Steve Thompson in second place, and Jim Westerfield about 2 to 3 seconds behind Steve at this.
We are now down to 20 laps to go, Ken. As we watch this battle right here with the 42 and the 98, 42 clears the 98 and moves on. 98's going to do a nice crossover and see if he can get him on that next turn. Doesn't quite have it, enters a little low, but he does end up getting to the rear quarter of him. Real nice battle between these 2 guys. '98's going to hurt 42 in that championship fight.
Yeah, it was a pretty good battle between those 2 trucks. At least they kept it nice and clean and didn't create any damage between each.
Yeah, Kim, we're going to take a real quick break here for a little sponsorship hit. Sponsor of our Sunday series, the Metro Ford. The Metro Ford, any make, any model, delivered if needed. Check out Patrick Milligan, an OBRL member, as well as a stand-up guy and a fantastic person. Check out emetroford.com for all of your automotive purchasing needs.
Not only does Patrick sponsor our Sunday morning, he also sponsors our Friday night Xfinity series also. So great job by Pat Milligan helping us out here at the OBRL.
'69 of Ben Sheppard is just moving. That truck is fast.
Yeah, he stretched that lead out to 2.5 to 3 seconds over Steve Thompson. I'm not sure if Steve's holding back just a little bit, but he's got to get going here. He's only got 14 laps to catch Ben.
Yeah, it's a tough call. There's that 2 seconds is a lot to make up here. You have Chip bailing down low, letting the 23 by.
That's for the 8th and 9th position there. See,
Right
Jim
now.
Westerfield, he's closing the gap between him and Steve right now. So Jim Westerfield, he's going to make a last run ditch here at trying to improve his position before race end.
Ben seems like he got a little high there.
Ben might be doing a little too much mirror watching instead of windshield watching, and hopefully doesn't run himself into the wall and lose a chance of winning this championship.
There's your gap between the 67 and the 35 right now. Pretty big gap going on.
Yeah, we're closing in with 10 laps to go here, Pete. We got 10 to go right now. I'll do a top 10 rundown here real quick with 10 to go. We got Ben Sheppard still leading with Steve Thompson running second. Jim Westerfield running third with Rel Vanderhorst fourth. Tom Ogle doing a great job running in fifth. Troy Torgerson sixth. Ed Adams, he's running seventh. Josh Robinson moving up to eighth. Ed Campbell, Courant's Chip, ninth position, and rounding out our top 10, Dan Berghoff.
Number 7 dives down out of the driving line. Let everybody go by and go ahead and race on, as I know he knows Ed and the others are looking to try to get some positions here. Ken, we are at 112, 120 I'm seeing.
Yeah, laps are closing in awfully quick here, and great job by these drivers tonight, keeping this thing pretty much caution-free with the exception of stage ends and all that. We did have one earlier with William Vaughn being involved with Dan Berghoff, but other than that, these guys have done a great job tonight keeping this thing green flag going, and I see Josh Robinson passing the 42 truck of Ed Adams.
I watched the 23 truck just smack the wall pretty good, and then Ed let him by. Ed must be experiencing some issues at this time in that 42.
I'm thinking Ed pretty much wore that rubber off of that truck. He was driving it pretty hard early in the tire run there, and I think his tires are just about giving up.
Ben Sheppard in Lonely Man's Land out there right now with what I'm looking at his last laps. Steve and Neil Thompson behind 6 seconds or 7 seconds behind. Is that correct, Ken?
Yeah, that lead that Ben has is dominating right now over Steve Thompson. 7-second lead. 5 laps to go. All Ben's got to do is keep it between the wall and the bottom white line, and Ben will be in great shape to win this race and win this championship in the 2020 season.
5 to go, and these trucks are all spread out. It's going to be very difficult for any changes to happen unless something drastic occurs on that racetrack. Top
The
three
last
right now.
car in the lead lap right now is John Held in the 77 truck. He's running 11th and the last car on the lead lap right now.
When we cross the line, it'll be about 117 of 120, Ken?
That is correct. We got 3 to go. 3 laps to go with these trucks this season.
3 laps to go, and Ben Sheppard has an awesome lead right now of 8.5 seconds, give or take a bit, and it's a fight for second place at this point.
I'd like to give a thank you to all the people who watched us on YouTube and other media this season. It was great having you involved in our races on Wednesday nights, and possibly doing again starting up 2 weeks again from now.
Yeah, Ken, this has been a great time. It looks like we're at 118 to 120 when we cross the stripe. It'll be 119 to 120.
Ben showing it middle part of the season when we're running well, and they did a real nice job in the Leo support race and all that, and dominating tonight. And Pete, bring them back home to the checkered flag here.
Yeah, Ken, with nobody around, Ben Sheppard just keeping that truck on that line there and trying to bring it home for us as Ben Sheppard just down the back straightaway for one last time. And, crosses the start-finish line to take that win down the front stretch for one last time. Lets off the gas, and I'm sure is taking some praise from the other drivers of the OBRL.
Steve Thompson finishing second. Ralph Vanderforst making a late race pass on Jim Westerfield. Jim finishing fourth. Tom Ogle fifth. Troy Torgerson, he finished sixth tonight with Josh Robinson seventh. Dan Berghoff doing a great job from one lap down, getting back to eighth place. John Held finishing ninth, and Ed Adams rounding out our top 10 tonight.
Yeah, I think I just burned those tires off for that ending there, Ken. So we'll watch our burnout here in our photo ops. As the 69 puts it in cockeyed. You think he's a little excited?
Well, I know if it was me, I know I'd be real happy to finish this season off the way he did tonight.
Absolutely. The 69 Ben Sheppard, your winner, your champion. A fantastic run by Ben Sheppard tonight, and that 69 extends truck.
I hope I have Ralph Vandervorst. Ralph, can you hear us? This is Ken and Coco up in the booth. You got your ears on?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, congratulations on a great third place finish tonight. How did everything go for you tonight?
Hey, the track felt great. It wasn't a whole lot of work even for a Darlington track, believe it or not.
Well, fantastic. How was the truck for you all night? Did it behave? Was it easy to drive? Hard to drive?
It was real easy. I think I only scraped the wall maybe 3-4 times. It really didn't slow me down all that much. And following Steve most of the time, that doesn't hurt either.
Yeah, you look really fast out there. We watched all night long. Any pucker moments? Anything that had you a little concerned?
No, for Darlington, it was a clean night. I couldn't believe it. A lot of fun.
Outstanding, Ralph. Hey, you want to give a shout out to a sponsor, friends, or family, or anything like that?
Yeah, I always got to give a shout out to Bismarck State College and Kyron Miller for letting me run the school logo.
That's fantastic. That's great. Yeah, congratulations on a top 3 finish in OBRL. Top 10 is, top 3 is fantastic. Top 10 is exciting, and finishing a race with no incidents and driving a clean race is awesome. So congratulations on top 3 finish, and we hope to have you up in the booth some more.
That sounds good to me. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Have a good night. Congratulations again.
Car.
With our second place finisher tonight, driving the Ride TV number 67 truck, Steve Thompson, you got your ears on?
Yep, got you guys.
Nice run tonight, second place. He just couldn't quite catch up to that 69 Extends truck late in that race. He was very, very strong, wasn't he, tonight?
Yeah, I had a lap traffic kind of got me there at the end on when after I came out of the pits, and then I had a phone call I had to take, so my mind kind of wandered for about, I don't know, 15 laps.
Oh, that's a shame when real life gets involved, huh?
Yep. Selling cars, man. Selling cars for Metro Ford of Chicago.
Well, that's fantastic, Steve. How was the car for you, or the truck for you all night tonight? Was it loose, fast, tight?
Nah, it was good. I just lost my concentration a couple times and hit the freaking wall. Especially the last time I hit it, it definitely took some speed out of the truck. So,
Well, fantastic.
Congrats to Ben for winning the championship. He did an awesome job. He was really fast tonight.
Yeah, he was. But we had you picked for a win tonight. Ken had you, so I had Ben. So we actually picked a winner tonight. But definitely, it looked like a real good, real clean, and real fun race out there. How were the drivers? Lap traffic and things like that?
Yeah, they were good. You're a trader. You didn't bet on the 67.
It was taken, but I'm sure Virginia and Joel Kilburn were voting for that 67 to round that house and take that championship this one last time.
Well, Virginia maybe. Joel, he was probably going, boo, boo.
Well, Steve, congratulations on another great run.
He's jealous because his wife likes me and my truck.
Well, that's fantastic. A second place finish is nothing to shake a stick at, right? So, congratulations on the top three on the second place finish, and look forward to having you in the booth again next season. As we said, championship race. So get ready, tighten them belts and get up on that wheel for next season.
Yep, I'm ready. I want to thank Ride TV for sponsoring this Toyota Tundra, and for everything everybody does in this league. You guys have a great league, and you guys run it really good.
We have a good leader. So, Ken, anything for Steve before he steps out?
Nah, I think I'm pretty much sick and tired of talking to him this season. And Steve, congratulations on a great second place finish, and good luck to you the rest of the 2020 seasons, and then good luck to you starting 2 weeks from now in our truck season again.
Thanks. I thought you were going to say good luck with the rest of your life.
Well, have a good night and drink one for us, Steve, and enjoy that second place finish tonight.
Thanks. There's no blowing hookers tonight, just maybe some NyQuil and some Rogaine.
You might want to look at Ben Sheppard for some extents.
No, I don't need that. I need hair on my top of my head. So then I'll need the extends.
I hear that. Okay, Ken. So thanks again, Steve, for joining us in the booth. Ken, what do we have next?
I believe we have our champion. We believe we got Ben Sheppard up here with us. Ben, congratulations on a nice truck win tonight and a nice championship as the season went.
Well, thank you very much. It feels good to get one under my belt with this is such a great league. It's like you guys have said, it's hard to let alone finish in the top 10, let alone get a win. So feels good, and a championship.
Yeah, you can't shake a stick at that. Like I said, a win at Darlington and a championship win, nonetheless. So that was a fantastic run tonight. We saw that your truck had some decent speed tonight. Was the truck good for you tonight? Did you have to back off at any point?
Man, it was on rails. This thing drove really good. The Extend Chevrolet just pounded out some laps, and I was just waiting for Steve Thompson and a couple other guys to overtake me. I thought they were just biding their time, saving tires, but turns out they were having a hard time keep up. So I'll take it.
Okay, oh yeah, that's great, man. Well, congratulations on winning the race, which is a fantastic feat, and it was a great race to watch, as well as a championship. Like you said, top 10 finish is fantastic in the OBRL. Top 3 is amazing, and to take the win and the championship, you could hold your head high going into next season.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm really stoked about it, and yeah, I guess I'll have a target on my back next season. So
Absolutely.
Yes, you will, Ben, and I'm sure your competitors out there will be gunning for you and all that. But a great job again this year, and good luck to you in all the other series that you raced with in the OBRL, and good luck to you starting 2 weeks from now when we start our truck season back up for season number.
Thanks. I have a feeling I'll need it, and thanks for picking me tonight, Coco.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I finally win one, Ken. I've never won one.
Well, I've won a couple. I believe I won 1 or 2 with Ben already this year. And sorry, Ben, I had the first pick, and I did pick Steve. So that was a bad choice. But Ben, do you want to give a shout out to any of your friends or family and your sponsor out there?
Yeah, just the extends for coming on board this season, and Mike Watts painted that up for me. So thanks to him, and just a couple of fans watching. Sarah Proctor, Eric Angstrom, Travis Wong. They've been following me all year long, watching the race tonight here. So thanks go out to them. Couldn't do it without them. And thank you to you guys too for being up in the booth and doing what you guys do.
Well, you're welcome, Ben, and it's a joy to have you in the league, and congratulations once again. And I just want to wish you a good night, and enjoy that win, enjoy that championship. Take the praise, buddy. Nice job.
Thank you much. Look forward to some more.
Absolutely.
Crossing my fingers.
Well, Ken, I think that wraps it up for us on this Gary Corbett Wednesday night truck season. Sorry to see it go, actually. I started to get the hang and roll Gary Corbett off my tongue. It took me maybe 3 or 4 races to get, but the boogity stayed on, we might say. I think it's a sweet sorrow. Got to wait a week, with an off week, but we'll be back in 2 weeks to bring you some more truck racing action. I want to thank you, Ken, for doing all that you do and being up here in the booth with me, buddy.
And Pete, I definitely enjoy doing this, and looking forward to 2 weeks from now when we're back on the track and all that. And I will do everything I can. I will like to stay in the old booth here, Pete. You want to race? You go ahead and race, and I'll just man this booth on my own if we need to. Because Pete, I know you're a racer, but I'll sit up here by myself if I need to. But that's your decision. But man, this season was a lot of fun, and I want to thank all of our fans that watch us on social media, and thanks for joining us during the races and giving us your input. We love hearing from you, and we like you seeing who you're choosing to win and all that. And it makes the race a lot more fun and enjoyable for myself to go through and watch with you guys.
Yeah, it's been a fun time. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say, for all of our sponsors and all of our series with our Hemp Shack at hempshack.net, Gary Corbett, GaryCorbettMusic.net, I-40 Media on our Friday night season, i40media.com for all your web development needs and search engine needs. See them. And of course, our Metro Ford, emetroford.com for our sponsoring our Sunday events. Fantastic crew. I want to thank all of OBRL. I want to thank the leadership, Steve the Mule Thompson, for taking us on and keeping this thing going and doing what he does every day and the time that they put in. Eddie Jones, Raging Cajun Jones, for doing the race review committee director. Kevin Rupert, as well as Joel Kilburn for what he does and all the time he puts in. And like Ken said, thank you to our fans and our listeners to, see us and be with us every Wednesday night and watch our videos and listen to our chatter. Congratulations to Ben again for finishing a first place finish, as well as our truck season or Gary Corbett truck race champion. Ken, good night. Be safe. See you later.